Hi. First of all, let me just say I have zero video editing skills, so bear with me on that front. The camera I'm using is a flip video with the stock microphone that comes in it. What I'd like to talk to you about for a second is a new pedal by Lone Wolf Blues Company called the Terminator. Give you a close-up shot of it there. It's a great pedal. It's got a single input there for the microphone, two outputs going to 1 or 2 amps. You might want to run a single amp, 2 amps, or 1 amp dry and 1 amp wet, meaning with a delay or reverb, some sort of signal processing on it. So that can create really cool stereo effects if you use 2 amplifiers. There's no switch on this pedal. When the unit's powered, it's always on. And that's a good thing, and I'll tell you why. Traditionally, with harmonica players, you have a microphone straight into an amp, and different microphones have different signal strengths, different impedances. Crystal mics typically have a very high impedance. Dynamic mics typically have very hot signals. When you plug into a guitar amp, you have some choices as a harp player. You can change your preamp tubes to match the output of the mic. And every once in a while we'll get lucky and we'll find a combination that works and you're home free until you try a different microphone. Maybe you borrow a friend's microphone, maybe you buy a new one, maybe you get that mic you always wanted. And when that happens, you plug in and you think, this doesn't sound good at all. You play around with the tubes and it still doesn't sound good. You can't find that happy sweet spot that you did with the other mic. What the Terminator pedal does is solve those issues in that it will take any signal strength from any mic, as long as it's high impedance, and match it to what a standard guitar amp is expecting to hear. When impedances are mismatched, what can happen is an emphasis or a de-emphasis of certain frequencies. In other words, you may get a decrease in bass response, you may get an increase in upper mids, you may get spiky highs, and we typically will blame that either on the microphone or we'll blame it on the amp. We'll start switching speakers, start switching tubes, trying to solve these problems when it really is nothing more than an impedance mismatch. So what I'm going to do is, again, video editing skills. I'm going to show you the amp I'm using, the mic I'm using, so that we know there's no trickery here. I'm going to go ahead and get this set up. The microphone I'm using is an off-the-shelf A-Static Roadhouse JT30. I was lucky, I got one of the ones that would work with the switchcraft connector. The amplifier I'm going to use is my PV Valve King 50 watt 6L6 tube amp. Tube setup, totally stock, 12AX7s. I normally play in the number 2 input, which is a low gain input, but for this purpose I'm using the number 1 input. So first what I'll do is I'll take a special 20 in A, and I'll give you a little sample of what it sounds like without the pedal. What you're listening for is a fullness of sound, a better texture, a better low end, and a little bit less ice pick highs. Headphones works really well. This is not a boost pedal. It's not going to suddenly make things louder. It's not going to turn a Fender Champ into a stadium killer. The differences are subtle, but they're very much there. And I'm hoping they'll be picked up by the camera there. So first off, without the pedal. Now with the pedal. I apologize. We'll do it again. with the pedal. Okay, since I flubbed that, getting it plugged in quick enough, do it one more time without the pedal. And there you go. I hope you can hear the differences if you have headphones. Hope you try those out. It's a great pedal, Lone Wolf, and it's supposed to be on the market this week, Thanksgiving week 2014. Look it up, give Randy a call, ask questions. It's a great pedal.